Good morning to all of you. I hope all of you are fine. So today I am attending different kind of session. Okay, that is about essay. Since I was talking about the current affairs classes and the all the subjects of preliminary and mains. So we will do that. All we will do. Okay, don't hesitate. All of the subjects we will do after tomorrow classes. Okay, the day after tomorrow we are going to start those 12-hour lectures. Today I will attend about how to write the essays. Okay, how should we prepare about essays, and hopefully our team is working on some preliminary based questions that I will attend tomorrow if possible. Otherwise we will continue the same essay topic. So you can see here, I hope this is visible to all of you. You can see that today our part is essay. Okay, essay is an integral part of the civil services examination. Most of the students, actually, whenever you feel that, you can find that the students whoever gets selected in the final merit list, okay, their mains score, okay, it means GS paper 1 to 4 score will be almost equivalent, either it's 5 marks less or 5 marks more. Okay, that is the comprehensive part. But the topper students actually getting more and more marks in the essay parts and optional papers. Okay, fine. That is why, okay, that is why we are attending the essay part. Okay, so let's see and upcoming slides. Yeah, let's see. See, essay consists of some different kinds of, you can say that it's sections. Okay, you cannot compare one essay with another essay. You can't compare with that. So this is about introduction of essay, that how to introduce the paragraphs of any essay. Any essay means essay has been, you can divide the essay in some different kind of sections. If you will analyze the questions of particularly last 2 to 3 years essay papers of UPSC, then you can find that some of the questions related with science and tech, some of the questions related with polity, even it is possible that some of the historical based question too. Apart from that, you will find that it's ecological based question, okay, environmental based question, geographical based question, okay, even some current affairs based questions of essay are regularly coming since last 2 to 3 years, or even we can say that from last 4 years. So how you have to attend a question related with science and tech, how you have to go through polity, okay, history, ecology, environment, okay, geographical sections and current affairs sections. Nowadays questions are not coming like that, the simple one, okay, the questions are regularly asking about the flow. So what is the flow? I will also tell what is the flow of essay. Flow of essay means right now you are not understanding about the flow of essay, but when I will deal with the questions you will definitely get about how the flow of questions summarize the whole things about that, how you have to write that essay. So first of all, let's start with introduction. See, in whichever format you are comfortable, you must go ahead with that. Okay, you don't need to follow what the toppers say. Okay, because anyone become UPSC topper or anyone can be selected in UPSC exam by their own languages, not by copying and paste some other kinds of phrases or quotation. Okay, so some students, even some of the toppers, they say that start with any quotation. Quotations means quotation of a scholar. Okay, let's see here, stay on it slide. Okay, I am saying it. Let's see. Some of the students, whenever you will find, then some of the toppers, even some of the great faculties say that start with quotation. Okay, quotation of a scholar persons, okay, novelist persons, by quoting them. Yeah, really, you can start with it, with any kind of quotation. You can definitely start with that. But even you can start with your own language too. This is the part, real part. Your essay should be totally different from the others one. Only when you will score a 5 to 20 marks more than other students. Okay. So this is the process of introduction. I will attend the question of essay 2. Okay, but since I am talking about how to introduce any kinds of essay. Okay, so the first thing is that in 250 words, suppose the question is coming that write an essay on something about 250 words. Okay, so try to avoid writing the essay not more than 250. Your essay must be contained between 220 to 250. Okay, if 10 words more, 260, then it's okay. But please don't go forward ahead with 260 words or 265 words. It's enough, or not less than 220. If you are practicing regularly, then you will analyze that now your essay is regularly consisting with 240 essay. Okay, fine. So since I hope it is not totally visible to all of you, so that's why I am telling this one. Okay, so it's a black one. Okay, I hope it is definitely visible to all of you. Fine. So I am keeping it aside. It's little bit sorry for disturbance. Now let's see. I start the introduction of almost 40 to 50 words. It's enough. It's enough. It's more than enough. 50 words. Please don't go ahead with 50 words. The conclusion part of the essay should also contain almost the same words that you have provided in the introduction session. Okay. So I will tell more details about introduction in the questions attempting. Okay. So I am moving to the next one. It is about main body. Okay, main body. After introducing the whole things about any kinds of essay, okay, then main body consists of different kind of paragraphs. It may consist of 7 to 8 paragraphs or 8 to 10 paragraphs, any number of paragraphs according to your choice. But try to avoid writing a larger paragraphs. Just try to avoid it. Okay. Otherwise, whenever you will, suppose you have finished the introduction and after that you are moving to the main body of the essay, then try to avoid the larger paragraphs. Try to write a small paragraphs. Okay. Now, how main body can be written? How? This is the main questions. Because about words, you can summarize it like it's 40 words for introduction and 40 words for conclusion, almost 80 words. It may be even possible that 80 to 100 words. Now, since 150 or 170 words almost remaining for the main body parts. So try to write 30 to 40 words. Okay, 30 to 40 words, or even 25 to 30 words too in each and every paragraphs. Don't move beyond the 40 words. Otherwise, it will look so bulky that whenever examiner will check, then they find that your essay will not look more separately from others, because they will look so bulky. Okay, see, examiners is not of our generation. They are much more ahead than our generation. Okay, so don't try to write some difficult words. Don't write some difficult words, because see, those persons who are actually checking your copies of essays, those are actually far more ahead generation than all of us. Okay, so try to write in whichever simple words possible, try to write in such a way and always try to neutralize yourself. Okay, like if an essay come on any kinds of like a schemes of government of India, okay, like a question may come that write about the health schemes of Union Government of India. Write an essay on the health schemes launched by the Government of India in recent past. Recent past means it's 1 to 2 years. So try to be neutralized. It means if suppose like if any schemes, okay, like Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana, okay, Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana, either that a scheme has been achieved its purpose or not, it is not the you who will decide that yes it is has been achieved or not. It is not upon you. Okay, the scheme has been launched by the government and you are the civil servant, so you have to just regulate data schemes on the ground level. So try to neutralize yourself. Okay, try to neutralize yourself means don't criticize data scheme in such a level, okay, in such a level that can harm you. Okay, and don't try to increase or pass the supplement to that a scheme totally, because it may possible that if you are not neutralized and you are going in negative side and the examiner which is going to check your copy, it may possible that their mindset is neutralized or in positive movement little bit. But the safest position is to adopt and try to write in neutralized manner, so you will always be in the safe position. Okay, you are not here to criticize the government or to support the government, you are just to adopt the schemes and regulate to the ground level, so you have always to be neutralized while writing the essay. Not only essay, while writing on to the mains answer writing too. This is the one main thing, don't forget it. Okay, now see, main body consists of different paragraphs. Fine. So what actually happens? See here. Now how you have to write different paragraphs? Each that will be one in one way or some others way? No, it should be some others way. How? Stay on it, I will tell you right now. Okay. Suppose after introduction, hear me clearly, I hope I am audible to all of you. Okay, so suppose after introduction you have written almost 8 paragraphs before conclusion, because introduction and conclusion should be correlated, remember it. What you want to say about that essay, either you have said it or not, the conclusion will be the same one. That is why I have said that introduction and conclusion should be correlated in any kind of essay. Either that question will be on question marks, finishing with question marks. I will give you one question that will be finished with question mark. Okay, some negative type of essays will also come in upcoming years of UPSC examinations. Actually they are asking, they are regularly asking. You can find out the differentiate between last, you can differentiate between, you can see 2010 essay paper questions and you can see 2020 essay paper questions. There is a huge difference between both of them. Okay, huge difference. Now let's see about body parts. After introduction, suppose you have written 8 paragraphs before conclusion. Now what you will write on those 8 parts? Tell me. I hope all of you are new in the essay sections, that is why I am telling you in detail view. See, you will write those 8 paragraphs in different phases. How? Stay on it, I will tell you right now. How you have to write those 8 paragraphs or 7, 8, 9, 6, 10, any number of paragraphs you can write that. Okay, but generally it is between 7 to 9. Now let's see. Since you are preparing for UPSC examination, so I hope all of you are know detailed about history, okay, ecology, environment 2, okay, geography, science and tech, fine. I hope all of you are getting it. Ethics, so ethical value, some ethical value too, okay, definitely some ethical value too. Some political things, okay, some political things here. So sir, just count it, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, 7 things already been come. Now you have to adopt yourself in such a way while writing the essay that one paragraph should be related with some historical perspective, okay, and after the paragraph of historical perspectives you have to move to any of the aspects, any of the aspects, not necessarily that after historical you have to go to environmental or ecological or geographical or political, no, not any kind of necessary one. Even you can start with some ethical value too, ethical kind of phrases with on that paragraph. But remember the fact, okay, just seeing it, 7 paragraphs you already completed. You can even put 1 or 2 other paragraphs related with different subjects, like even you can see current views, okay, what are the current situation going on that particular point of essay. You can even write some current things too, fine. So you have to adopt yourselves in this way. Each paragraph should be related with some historical prospects, some ecological, environmental, science and tech, political, ethical, okay, geographical. So in this way, some social services, okay, okay, fine. So in this way you will see that your essay will look so attractive that examiner will definitely going to see that yes, these students have definitely fulfilled all the aspects of what are the need of UPSC. So we will definitely achieve what we want to achieve, okay. But remember another thing, while you will move from, suppose I am just giving an example, you can start with anyone, but I am just giving an example. Suppose you have started with history, historical prospects, and you are moving to political prospects in other paragraphs. While moving between them, listen me carefully, while moving from one paragraphs to other paragraphs, the finishing line of the previous paragraph, stay on it, I will tell you, okay, stay on it, otherwise it will be so mixed up that you will get confused. See, suppose you have started any kind of essay with historical prospects, okay. After the paragraphs of historical prospects, suppose you are moving to political prospects of that essay, political prospects, okay, fine. But be careful on what I am saying right now. See, you can write the historical prospects of 2 lines, 3 lines, if those are short lines, okay, means if those are of 10 words, then you can write 2 lines on historical prospects. If those are short lines like 7 to 8 words, you can write 3 lines too. But the finishing line, listen carefully, the finishing line of that paragraph that is related with historical prospects, the finishing line should be related with the initial line of the political prospects. Okay, now you are finding that what I mean to say that actually that both the paragraphs after introduction or any paragraphs what you are written in the essay should not be independent, both should be interrelated, okay. Are you getting it or not? Both should be interrelated. And how you will interrelate both those paragraphs, okay, any paragraphs, by putting the linkers, okay. So what are the linkers after main body, what are the linkers I will also tell you, but try to write in such a way that the finishing line of these historical prospects, the finishing line of the paragraph related with historical prospects, that finishing line should be moving in such a way that the initial line of prospective political prospects should be correlated. Okay, should be related somehow, not, they can't be totally related because both are different aspects. It is historical and it is political, but try to write the such a way that both should seems to be interrelated. Okay, so you have to write all the paragraphs in the way by putting the linkers. So what are the linkers? I will tell you during the connector sections after main body. Okay, so now I am moving to the next one. I hope some of the difficulties of main body have been clear to all of you. That is why now I am moving to the conclusion. After conclusion I will tell you about connector, what are the connectors, okay, and what kind of linkers you can put in the connectors between the paragraphs of essay. See, conclusion. I have already told you that conclusion should be almost contain the same number of words that have introduction, and there should be and there must be a correlation between introduction and conclusion. Okay, only when there will be a correlation between introduction and conclusion, because see, the examiner is going to check the copy mainly on introduction and conclusion. Okay, they are not going to read your whole essay. Okay, if your essay will look so attractive, only when it is possible that examiner will look the whole essay. Otherwise they saw only the main parts of introduction and conclusion and the few lines of some of the paragraphs. So if you can write the essay with attractive introduction and conclusion, then the examiner will definitely going to be give the marks as you want. Okay, so both should be interrelated, correlated. Okay, how it will be correlated I will tell you all in the example sections of the questions that I will attempt today. Okay, so about conclusion, the same one, 40 to 40 words, it's enough, not more than that. Even 35 words is enough too. Okay, so don't move beyond 50 words. Now I am moving to the next slide that deals with, I hope it will dealing with linkers. Yeah, that is connectors, or you can say that it is linkers. So what are the actually connectors? See, the connectors are those things, or the linkers are those things which put between two paragraphs, which will be put between two paragraphs, like from moving from one paragraph to another paragraph, whatever lines you are reading. Okay, that is the connector. How you have to connect? So it is upon you, it will be come and it will be learnt only by practice. Okay, I will give some examples too. So the connectors are the same one, that moving from one paragraph to the next paragraph and from next paragraph to again in the forward coming paragraphs. So what are those finishing lines of the previous paragraph and what are the initial lines of the upcoming paragraphs? So these are the linkers. Okay, these linkers actually connect and correlate both the paragraphs. I hope about connectors and linkers you are getting it. Okay, fine. So I am moving to the next one. I think it's about questions. Yeah, now you will get the whole things. It's about questions. See, I have taken two questions. I picked up randomly two questions. So the first question of our today essay session is, see clearly here, the future of India depends upon what the country does today. Okay, again I am reading it. Hear me clearly. The future of India depends upon what the country does today. So now take the flow of the essay. See, flow of the essay here, you can read yourself. I am giving 5 seconds to all of you, 10 seconds, just read it yourself. Okay, read it and tell me what is the flow. What is the flow? What seems to be either from future to present or present to future. What is the flow? Okay, I hope you are reading it. See, what the country does today that will affect the future of India. This is the question actually. So you can see the flow of question is present to future. No, you can see here what the country does today. Okay, so what the country will do today, right now, okay, at present time, what the country does today, that is present, will affect the future of India. So the future of India, so the flow of the question is present to future. Okay, so in this kind of questions, you can say, tell me, it is a positive questions, negative questions, or what? Questions marks type questions, interrogative type questions, is it? No, it's not interrogative type of questions, even not, it is not a negative type of questions. There is no any negative kind of words in this question, so it is definitely positive questions. Okay, fine. So now first of all, find to flow. What is the flow? Okay, flow from present to future. In all the essays, flow will be not the same like present to future. Flow is not like present, past and future. Okay, only in this question I have made this that the flow is going to present to future. Okay, in some questions even like the flow will go to the Supreme Court to the Parliament, or Parliament to the Supreme Court. The flow can also be like that kind of. Okay, so it is not like it's present, future and past, future, future, part, present. No, it can be even possible that any kind of question may come that Supreme Court is ultimately the defender of the Constitution of India, and a question may come that Supreme Court has more power than Parliament. Okay, and there will be interrogative marks. A question may come that Supreme Court has more power than Parliament. A question mark. So what the question is asking? The question is asking that what you think about it, that each Supreme Court has more powerful than our Parliament. Okay, so please be neutralized, don't move towards the positive things of Supreme Courts only or the positive aspects of Parliament only. You have to conclude the essay in be a neutralized manner. Okay, in be a neutralized way. Fine. So the flow may come that is it the flow of Supreme Court to Parliament or the flow of Parliament to Supreme Court? So the flow, what is the flow? You have to decide it. If you are not able to find the flow, you will not able to write the essay in a comprehensive way totally. Okay, either you can agree with me or not, but it is the reality. Okay, fine. It's the ultimate reality that if you are not able to find the flow or the positive, negative or interrogative aspects of the essay, then you will not able to write the comprehensive essay. So now let's come to this part, this question. Okay, this one remain on the same slide. See, how can you introduce it? How can you should introduce this session? Okay, this session of these questions. You can even give any quotation. You can start with any quotation too by giving the name of that scholar. Okay, whichever quotation you are providing that. But even you can start with your own language too. Like, see, whatever the schemes, okay, whatever the all the plans the government is launching, okay, on the youths, okay, or even not, it's not about only youths, it's about the future of the country. So future of the country is not only the youths, okay, ultimately it are the different kind of infrastructures, different kinds of things. So whatever the plans, whatever the schemes the government is launching, okay, and whatever the present generation that is dealing with the country today, that is totally going to affect the future of India. That is ultimately, that is the question. So you can even write in such a way that what kind of, this is a general thing, okay, I am just taking it, what kind of seeds you are seeing today, what kind of seeds you are seeing or growing today, okay, in future you will get the same kind of fruits. Fine. So what kind of seeds, you can start with this kinds of sentences too, or any kind of sentences as you prefer. Okay, don't waste the time in hearing the lectures of toppers or any kinds of others students, okay, because they will tell what they are going to pass. Okay, no, don't do it. Tell in whichever way you are comfortable, either in quotation with some phrase, okay, or in your own words, like I have given some own words, my own words, like whatever, which kinds of seeds you are growing today, you will get the fruits in future, the same kinds of fruits you will get. Fine, not. If you will do the hard work, you will see the result. If you will not do the hard work, you will not see the result. Okay, it is not that you will do the hard work, it definitely will going to see the result, but only when you will do the hard work, only when there is a possibility that you will get the desired result. Fine. So it is ultimately the seeds, it is ultimately your hard work that gives the desired results. It is a possibility. If you are growing the seeds of bad quality and you are expecting the fruits of high quality, good quality, then it is possible. Is it? Not at all. So you can start with these kinds of sentences. Okay, and after this you can go to the, after these kinds of sentences you can move to the paragraph number 1. In that paragraph you can start with even geographical prospects, economical prospects, environmental prospects. Like in environmental prospects you can write that like NGT, National Green Tribunal, okay, National Green Tribunal is really working good for the global warming index for India. You can write that in ecological sections. So whatever the steps taken by the environmental ministers, the plans, schemes will ultimately is going to affect the global warming conditions in the future of India. Okay, that is, if you will follow all the lectures, then you can say that some number of temperatures has been fixed that by 2050 1 degree or 1.2 degree Celsius, not more than 1 degree Celsius should be increased in the whole world. Okay, so you can give some kinds of facts too. Okay, because government of India is launching such a programs that will really help to achieve it. Okay, fine, at the global level too and at the Indian level too. And again see, this question is really a specific for Indian section only, Indian parts. It is not about the whole world. So try to avoid to move beyond India. Try to avoid it. Try to, you can move beyond, okay, because Indian future will definitely going to affect the global level too. You can move beyond, you have to move, but try to avoid it. Try to stay connected within Indian territory. If like whatever the economical prospects, in economical prospects paragraph, whatever the economical steps taken by the government of India or the RBI, like monetary policy will be taken by RBI. So what are some specific monetary policy taken? Okay, you can write that the monetary policy taken by the RBI, okay, if that will be really helpful for the for the economical growth of India, then that is really going to affect the future outcome of India. Okay, India is planning to be a 5 trillion economy. So India will achieve it in future only when the current monetary policy or the fiscal policy adopted by the government of India will be in a healthy way, in a good way. Okay, so the only those good steps should be written. Okay, now you have to try to analyze some of the negative facts too, because I have already told you that try to neutralize yourself. Don't move only in positive aspects and don't move only in negative aspects. Only when the question is specifically asked about the positive or negative aspects, only when you will write it. Otherwise, try to neutralize. Because see, the question is not saying that the future of India will be bright. The question is not saying. The question is saying that if bright steps, if good steps will be taken by the people of India, by the government of India, okay, by the different institutions of India, like if only then the future of India will be bright. Otherwise, it is possible that the future of India will not be so as hopeful as we can analyze. It may be possible. So try to write some negative aspects too. Try to balance it. Like try to take an example of Supreme Court. Many people today say that Supreme Court is not really doing in such a way that should be done. Most people said it. Okay, don't be in going in that kind of difficult discussion, but some of the people or most of the people are saying that Supreme Court is actually not working in such a way that should be working. Okay, so if Supreme Court will not take such a steps that will keep our democracy live, then definitely the future of India, okay, the democratic future of India will be not so good. You can write there the democratic index number of India too. The democratic index of India is regularly falling, declining. So you can give those kinds of facts. Okay, you can give those kinds of facts in political aspects paragraph. I hope you are understanding it. Okay, I am not interested in doing the whole things like I am writing 250 words of essay. It is your work. Okay, it is your work to do it. Okay, try to practice it. Okay, gradually in 1 or 1.5 months you will automatically find it really easy. Okay, really easy. I am just telling you about that how to write the essay in a more comprehensive way. Okay, so I have told you in environmental sections. Okay, like some historical sections. Right now I have given the sections of examples of economically related, political related too. Fine. Okay, so like if you are going to about environmental sections, or you can say about some health section, that health sector of India. If you know about the percentage of GDP of India on health infrastructure, then you can even write in one paragraph too. Okay, you can write one paragraph related with health sector, educational sector, because actually those are ultimately the future of India. The health sector, educational sector, defense sector. It is not necessary that you have to write about all those things, historical, geographical, political, according to the need of the essay. You have to adopt yourselves. You will definitely adopt with gradual time of frame. Okay, so some health sectors, like what kind of figures government is expending on the GDP on health sectors, on defense sectors. So you can write that if we want to become a more sanitized, okay, sanitizing facility or the healthing facility, okay, more doctors facility, hospital facility, then you have to expend more percentage of GDP on health sector. So you can quote, you can write the facts of percentage of GDP expended on health sector in this fiscal year, in this budget year. Okay, you can write that and you can say that if it will be increased, then definitely the future of India related with the health sector is definitely is going to be really fruitful for all of the Indians. So you have to adopt in this way. Fine. I hope what I am trying to say, all of you are getting it. Okay. So I hope this question is okay for all of you, and this is not a tough one really, but the main things whenever you write the essay, read the essay, main things you have to find out that either it is a positive aspects, negative aspects, or interrogative aspects. If that is not interrogative aspects, not any interrogation marks, then definitely that will be a positive or negative. If some question may ask for opinion too, but whenever we give your opinion, always try to be neutralized. Okay, always try to neutralize yourself. Fine. So if you will start that, what kind of seeds the government of India and the people of India is buying today, the same kinds of fruits we will get in future time. You can start with it. Okay, you can start with this kind of sentences. You can start with other sentences to your choice. You can start with any phrase, any quotation but quote always with the name of a scholars. Okay, don't quote without the name of a scholars. And in conclusion line, you can say that we will get all those bright fruits, all those healthy fruits from the bowing seeds that we are bowing at the present times. We can get all those healthy fruits only when we will apply all the good steps. Okay, we will apply all the good steps, all the good things, all the good schemes, all the plans. Fine. So this kinds of conclusion, simple conclusion, will definitely attract the examiner. Okay, fine. So this is the process to write the essay. So I have taken another essay that I will deal with. Okay, so I am moving to the next essay. Whenever I am erasing, you can read the essay. Okay, it's the time for you to read the essay. Till that time I am erasing it. Okay, fine. See, I am reading the questions. Why should we be proud of being Indians? Now see, there is a question mark. It is a question mark type essay. Okay. So question is not asking that either we should proud to be an Indians or either we should not proud to be an Indians. The question is generally asking that yes, we are proud to be an Indians, but why? Why? The question is asking. So don't try to write negative aspects in it. Okay, try only positive aspects, because see, try to move this question, okay, in affirmative way. Okay, in affirmative way, this question will be, we should be proud to be an Indians. Okay, we are the people of Indians, so we should proud the people of our nation. Okay, we should proud to be an Indian. The same question has been removed in interrogative way, that yes, we should proud to be an Indians, but why? Why? What are those good qualities of things? What are those things by which you are saying that you are being proud to be an Indian? Why? Okay, there will be some facts. Okay, there will be some conclusions. Only because of that you are proud to be an Indian. Fine. So this is only a positive questions in interrogative way. So why? So you have to write only some good things that related with historical way. Okay, historical way, economical way. In economical way, you can write to that India has adopted a liberalization policy during 1990s. Okay, 1990s. So you can give those kinds of examples in economical paragraphs. In historical paragraphs, you can see that India is such a nation which is always tried to live with other nation with dignity. Okay, with respect. So you can give quotations related with historical. Okay, in political view, you can say that many of the times India has provided a stable government. Okay, people of India has provided a stable government at the central level. Many of the times, not almost all the times. India is the largest democracy of the world. Okay, you can don't write here that the democratic index of India is declining. This is not a proud thing. Okay, so try to avoid it. It's only a questions that is related with positive way. Okay, it's saying that yes, you are proud to be an Indian, but why? So why? So those things which are good things about our nation, you have to write only those good things. Okay, so in political way, you can say that yes, India has adopted its constitutions from different number of constitutions, and India summarized up all the things, and India has continuously keeping those things with future time too, with present time too. Fine. So you can write with that. In environmental sections, you can write some facts that Indian government is protecting wildlife sanctuaries, making new Ramsar sites. Okay, Indian government is following the prevention. Okay, the convention of Ramsar convention site. Okay, and on those conventions India is regularly working. So these kinds of things, what are Ramsar conventions, I will tell you in geographical sections, you will easily get it. Okay, so what kinds of things related with environmental, okay, or ecological, so you can write it. Okay, fine. Whenever need, India is going to help all the nations, like whenever the floods in Nepal, okay, or whenever any country needs the help of India, India never hesitate to help them. Okay, because India is such a country which has a rich heritage, rich culture, and Indian culture is to live with dignity and to help others. Okay, you can say that. So these kinds of steps you have to follow during the writing of essay. Okay, by practicing all those things you will easily get it. Okay, try to write one essay, at least one essay in 1 week, at least. Okay, at least one essay in 1 week. Okay, because its mains examination is in mid January, so till that time you have August, October, November, December, fine, 4 months. So in 4 months, how much weeks? It's 16 weeks. So you have to prepare almost 20 essays. How you have to prepare 20 essays? If you will prepare about 20 essays, definitely you are going to achieve the desired marks about essays. Otherwise you will see that, yes, I will start in November or December, or in last 15 days or 20 days I will write the essay. Okay, I will cover those. No possible at all, because this is a practice kind of thing. Because see, the flow of in the previous question is present to past, but the flow of this question is, see, the flow of this question is present to past. No. Why we will proud to be an Indian? Because we have already done such kinds of things in past times, that those things are actually motivating me to proud to be an Indian. Yes or not? So see the flow. Okay, see the flow. Is this flow present to future, future to present, future to past, or past to future? The flow is, we are talking about present, but we will talking about present only with the past steps, past incidents. Okay, so the flow is different as earlier one. Okay, what the country has done in recent past or earlier past, those kinds of incidents or steps are actually making me proud to be an Indian. So understand in this way. Okay, fine. If you don't try to understand in this way, only when you will easily get it. This is not a question that by seeing question marks you now not try to understand like that. Like some of the students may confuse that this essay is actually asking that should we proud to be an Indian or should we not proud to be an Indian. No. By seeing the interrogative marks, try not to be confusing it. Okay. See, try to move this question in affirmative way first of all. So whenever we will move this question to affirmative way, then this question will seem that when you will remove y, okay, then this question will be, we should be proud to be an Indian, not like that should be proud to be an Indian, because when you will start with this line with should, then again this question will become interrogative. Okay, fine, because in English you know that whenever you start with any number of verbs, okay, verbs, then that line or sentence become interrogative sentence. So whenever you will move this sentence in affirmative way, then you can see that this question is actually what saying, that we should be proud of being Indians. We should be proud of being Indians. This is the question in affirmative way, and the question is asking why we should proud. The question is not asking that should we proud to be an Indian or should not be proud to be an Indian. The question is not asking. Okay, the question is asking that we should be proud and Indians. Yes, we should be proud and Indians. The question is saying we should be proud and Indians. So who are you that deciding that you are not proud to be an Indian? The question itself is saying that we should be proud to be Indians. But why? What are those incidents? What are those things that make you to proud to be an Indian? This is the things. Okay, if you are getting it, it's okay. Otherwise you can contact on, I am giving the number. Okay, you can contact on, I am also provided in the description box. But if any kinds of problems you feel, you can contact to our team, and you can contact to me by on this number 84344 12235. Okay, I am repeating it again, 84344 12235. 84344 12235. You can ask, you can even WhatsApp on it. Okay, you can even Telegram your query. Fine, you can even call it. Okay, try to write the essay and send to me, both the essays. I am expecting that because since we are regularly not attending the sessions since last few days, that is why in today's doubt session only it's 24 students have joined, otherwise earlier it was almost 40 students. So I hope that from tomorrow almost 40 to 50 students will regularly attend our doubt session. So send me by writing the essay. I am giving you 1 week. Okay, 1 week. In under 1 week you have to write both the essays and send it to me. Okay, under 1 week I will check all the essays and I will send it back to all of you individually. Okay, by giving them the feedback. Our team will send you definitely. So I hope this session is really nice, an initiative from all of us. Okay, about the essay sections, because it is really an important part. See, 500 marks it carry. Okay, even if you score less in interview, you can score 20 or even you can score 50 marks less in interview, and your marks is really appreciating in mains, then you can get selected in final merit list. That is why I am giving so much focus on essay sections. Okay, so I hope it is clear to all of you. So yes, yesterday I have told you about the current affairs classes and the mains classes, preliminary classes. We will do the day after tomorrow. We will start those 12-hour lectures, but tomorrow we will try to move beyond these essays or try to bring some preliminary type questions. Okay, whatever our team will do, we will follow those. Okay, actually PPT is preparing by our team. That is why 1 day is delaying for those kinds of sessions. The day after tomorrow we will start with those PPTs and the current affairs classes or the mains and preliminary based classes. Okay, fine. So thank you. We will meet tomorrow again morning. So thank you so much.